Welcome to One Question at a Time, the TSI series. Question number 15. So simplify the expressions x to the power of negative 5 times y over y cubed all to the power of negative 1. So first of all, we will review the exponent properties. So we have with the same base a, the power will add up when we multiply. Then the next one is if we have exponential, the power raise up from another exponent, it will be multiplications. So you see that the m distribute inside. So we have a to the power of n times m. Okay, so if we have a to the power of n over a to the power of m, then remember that bar from the divisions, from the fractions right here, will become the minus right here. And also you see like the positions of the m and n is switched when we do the reciprocal. And if we have the product raised to a powers, we will distribute that power inside. So we have n times 1 because a to the power of 1, that equal a raised to the power of 0 equal 1, and a have to be different from 0. So when you distribute that n inside, you will have a raised to the power of n, b raised to the power of n. That exponent will be distributed inside to the exponent, okay? Now we have 1 over a to negative n. When we do the reciprocal, it becomes positive. And similar to the rest. Okay, so now we go back to our questions. We will working out outside first. So here, the negative 1. I want to get rid of that negative. What can I do? I just make the reciprocal a positive thing, right? So do the reciprocal. Because it's 1, so everything will raise to 1, right? So I will rewrite it. First thing first, we'll write down x to the power of negative 5 y over y cubed negative 1. Now I flip over, so it will be y cubed over x to the power negative 5 y, right? And because it's the 1 power of 1, so it's like the same thing, so we don't write it down. Some people may asking why we have that. Okay, let me explain more. So here is our a. See that? The big A to the power of negative 1. So I rewrite it at 1 over a. Okay, a is x to the power of negative 5 y over y cubed. That's our a. That is our a, right? To the power of n. Now n is 1 in this case. So like I said, a to the power of 1 is a. Now we have 1 over a fractions 1 over A over B. It means 1 multiplied by B over A. So that will be B over A. Okay, so we have A is like x, A equal x to the power of -5 times y over B is y to the power of 3. So we just kind of flip over. That's why we have y cubed on the top and then over x to the -5 times y at the bottom. So 1 multiplied by reciprocal of y cubed over x to the -5 times y. And this one the same thing as y cubed over x to the -5 times y. Alright. Now the next step, what can we do? We try to eliminate all the negative exponent, or we want to get rid of the negative exponent. So if we see like this x to the power of -5, we want to make it positive. How can we make it positive? Here we go. You see in the exponent property, the green parts right here, we have 1. We can rewrite 1 over x to the power of -5 separately, right? So I can rewrite it at 1 over x to the power of -5 multiplied by y cubed over y. Okay? Why can I do that? Because remember, if we have the fractions multiplied by a fractions, let's say a fractions a over b multiplied by c over d, that's the same thing as we do a multiplied by c over b multiplied by d. Top to top, bottom to bottoms. So if we want 1 multiplied by y cubed, I still got y cubed. And if I have x to the power of -5 times y, still there, right? So I just break it down into 2 fractions and working once at a time. So this one will become x to the power of 5th. Because in this case, our a is x, and then n is 5. So -5. See that? Now this one is n. You got it? Alright, so this one will be equal to x to the power of 5. Okay? Multiply by, now we have y cubed over y. Y we can rewrite at what? Y can rewrite at y to the power of 1. Right? So we have this formula. The blue one. We have y cubed over y1. That's y to the power of 3 over y equal y3 over y1. Now our a is y, right? In the formula we have a here, the same base, right? Now the powers, 3 is n right now, and then 1 is m. See that? So based on that, we will have equal a is y, right? Y equal 3 minus 1. You see how to match the formula? So we have A is y, right? A is y, n is 3, then subtract m is 1. So the answer will be y equal y squared. 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have to write out here is y squared. So we see that we have the answer is 5 x to the power of 5th multiplied by y squared, and this is C. Practice make perfect, so practice more. You will get it. Thank you for participating in this series. See you next time.